Hey my loves, we are back with another review slash tutorial. Today I am working with Elva Hair Wigs, and they were kind enough to send me this 360 lace frontal. Now when I first got the package I thought it was just a lace wig. I did not know it was a 360 wig, so I was really pleasantly surprised about that. The hair was really soft, and you can just see me running my fingers through it. The curls are really pretty, and there are some gray hairs, if you guys can see those. I wanted you to be able to see those, but I also wanted you to be able to see that the hair isn't tangling. The wefts are kind of like just sewn onto the middle part of the cap, and then there's lace all around the perimeter. So if you didn't know what a 360 lace wig was, that's basically how it's constructed. Inside are 4 combs. I won't be using the combs because I'm bald head, but there's also a bra strap that you can kind of adjust in the back so it can fit your head more snugly if you have a smaller head. The cap size is medium, so it fit my head just perfectly. Now I'm just showing you guys the pre-plucked frontal. It looks really good. I didn't go in and do anything. This is how it came straight from the box. I'm just going to take some BW2 bleach. I'm going to use 1 scoop, and then I'm going to add my Clairol 40 volume developer. This is my go-to combination when I'm bleaching my extensions. I'm just going to mix it up so that it's the consistency of like cake batter or slightly thicker, because I want to go ahead and bleach the knots on this unit. So since this is my first time working with a 360 wig, I wasn't exactly sure the best way to bleach all around, and I started making a bit of a mess. As you can see, I've had to wipe off my hands and the table and the hair a few times, but I do remedy that a little bit later by tucking. Well, first I put the hair in a ponytail, and then I tucked the entire thing inside of the cap, and it made it so much easier to kind of make the hair into like a bowl. It's weird the way I'm explaining it, but you guys will see it. Once you make the hair into a bowl, it's a lot easier to apply the bleach all the way around. Now, I didn't want my knots to over process, so I did bleach the front first, wash it out, and then come back and bleach the back. If you can see, I'm also starting from the edge of the lace and working my way backwards, because I know that 40 volume developer processes fast, and I want to at least have the front part of my knots done. I didn't want the back part to over process. It's a lot of lace, and I was working kind of slowly, so I decided to work from the front towards the middle of the cap. Once the bleach was all applied and washed out front and back, I went ahead and applied my shimmering light shampoo, and I let that sit for a while, and then I just let the hair air dry overnight. And then I'm going to come to you guys in the morning to show you what it looks like on my head. Okay, my loves, so I have already bleached the knots on this unit. Let me get the unit. Already bleached the knots on her, and I haven't done much, but just went ahead and gave her a wash and a co-wash. She's still a little damp, but for the most part she's dry, so we'll wait. Thank you. For the most part she's dry, so we're going to go ahead and add in some of my foundation powder. So as usual, I always use the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Is just perfect. It perfectly applies. It perfectly matches my skin complexion. I think. Okay, so the whole time I thought I had a wig cap just like sitting around, but I don't know if I need one. I'm going to apply the powder to the front and the back of the wig. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the wig to my head and see if I need any more foundation powder, or if I do need to put on a wig cap to kind of hide my blonde hair, I guess you would say. Here you can see my blonde hair through it. You can't really tell, so I think I might go without. I do feel like I wish the lace color was already a darker color, just so I didn't have to put so much work into blending it, but I mean, what are you really gonna do? And we're gonna trim the lace all the way around. I don't think I really need to show you guys me trimming the lace. Now, what I like to do to make sure that the makeup that I put on the wig won't transfer as much is just take a little bit of my Got To Be Free spray and just slightly spray inside of the cap. You don't want to spray too much because this stuff will stiffen your wig very quickly. I haven't done any plucking on this wig so far. I don't think I really need to. The hairline really isn't that bad. Actually, it's pretty good in my opinion. I might thin out these little tabs here a little bit, but for application purposes, I'm not going to use my Got To Be Glued. I'm just going to use a freeze spray. In my opinion, this wig technically doesn't need baby hair, but me personally, as a person, I really like baby hair. It's just like a thing that I like. So I know a lot of people are getting tired of it or they don't like it or whatever. Feel free to not do it on your wig. But I'm just going to take this little eyebrow razor and I'm going to start working on thinning out my baby hair. And to lay my edges down, I'm just using the Got To Be Glue Gel. I didn't use it to lay the wig down, and usually I wouldn't use it to lay my edges down if I don't use it to lay the wig down, just because it does harden up the hair. But I'm being lazy and it's the only thing on my desk right now, so now, right now the hair has a slight wave. I'm going to see if I can't define the curl a little bit more. I'm going to use a product I've never used before. It's the Curl Definer Styling Custard. This is from the brand Beautiful Textures. And it was on display at my local beauty supply. I've never tried it, so I'm just going to take a little bit in my hands and kind of work through the hair and see what happens. And if it ruins it, then I'll just blow dry it and we'll just rock a poofy style today. Yep, it doesn't seem to be doing much. How much am I supposed to use this stuff? I don't read directions, so we're just gonna keep going. It looks like it's giving it like a slight wave, but it doesn't look like it's really defining it as much as it's just wetting it and hoping for the best. I think a good thing to have with this texture hair is a diffuser. I don't have a diffuser or like a diffuser head attachment to put on to a blow dryer or anything. So this is going to be an air dry nation for me. I think I'm going to have to use a spray bottle and try to get this hair more defined. Alright guys, so I'm gonna just give you a quick few thoughts about the hair so far. I am actually really impressed with the hairline. Like I said before, I haven't plucked anything. I might go in and thin out the baby hairs a bit. They are, I was kind of rushing when doing them, so they aren't as natural as I would like. They're kind of dramatic, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just not what I want for this wig. So this wig unit is a 360 naturally curly wig. It's in the style, the style is actually naturally curly. It's a natural black. It does have like there are some gray hairs. Like you see, like there's a few gray hairs in here. I do want to go and dye this hair a different color. I'm just not sure what I want to dye yet, and I'll come back and we'll talk about that when I do it. I just got to figure out what color I want to do this wig. This wig is 18 inches, so if I stand up, it comes to just at my bust line. Just at my bust, which is pretty good. I think it's a really good summertime wig. Like, I think it's a really good beach wig, especially since it has like that kind of water wave. Once it gets wet, it has like a wavy texture to it. So I do recommend this hair, like if you're going to be at the beach or something like that. It has so many combs in it. There's like 5 or 4 combs. I can't remember. I think I showed you guys at the beginning. There's at least 4 combs in this wig. Of course, I'm not using any because I don't have anything for the combs to attach to, but I am using the draw strap, and that's keeping the wig secure, along with just using the Got to Be Glued freeze spray. Whenever I don't want my wigs to be on for like a week, I just want them on for like 1 to 2 days, I always use the freeze spray instead of the gel. This wig applied beautifully. All I had to do was cut the lace, tint the lace a little bit with some foundation, and throw it on my head, and we were good to go. It's very low maintenance. I think I just wet it and put some of the Cat 2 into it. Wait. Wow, that's pretty. I'm just combing it a little bit so I can show you guys. It does comb all the way through. I haven't had any tangles so far. I haven't had any knots. I have had shedding. I am going to tell you guys that I have had shedding. It shed when I washed it, and it shed a little bit when I went through and was putting the Cat 2 in it. So I will say that once this wig gets wet, it does shed. It doesn't shed a ton, but it does shed a little bit more than I would like. Like, here's all, let me get all the shedding from when I put the Cat 2 in it. So here's all the shedding that I have from manipulating the wig. So that, to me, it's a lot of shedding. I've had worse shedding with hair, but this wig is like super duper cheap. I think it's like a little more than $100. So I'm not gonna fault it too much for shedding. I've had bad shedding, but it does shed. So if you are not a person who wants your hair to shed, this is not the wig for you, unfortunately. The cap size, I believe, is a medium, and the lace was brown. It was considered brown lace, but as you guys saw, it was a little gray on me, so I wasn't really feeling that. The lace was a little bit lighter, but I did tint it, and I think I tinted it pretty well. I probably tinted it a little more darker than I should have, but so soon. The lace was not, I wouldn't consider it brown lace. I don't know. The lace is good though. It's not hard. It is soft. The cap fits perfectly on my head with the combs. Without the combs, I'm sorry. Without the combs, the cap, it fits. Like, even if I didn't do the Got to Be Glued, I'm pretty sure I could throw this wig on and run to the store and not worry about it slipping off my head. So it fits really nicely, especially with the draw straps in the back. I did not know that this wig was 360 when the company contacted me, so it was a pleasant surprise that their wigs are 360. I am like baffled by that. I would say the Elva Hair Wigs does give you exactly what they're showing on their pictures. Like, you know how you'll go to some sites and it's like, that's not the hair, you know what I mean? Like some of these stores will use all the same pictures and stuff, but this is exactly, this wig, the texture is exactly what it looked like on the picture. Like, as soon as it came out of the box, this is what it looked like in the picture. Anyway, I am actually absolutely in love with this wig. I know it'll be showing up in a couple of future videos, and I'll be talking more and more about like what I'm doing to maintain it or what I'm doing to style it and things like that. So if you guys are interested in this wig, then please go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button so that you can keep up with me before you purchase it. Also, if you're interested in purchasing it solely off of this initial review, the link is in the description bar below. You guys can check it out there. If anyone has ever ordered from Elva's Wigs, please let me know. Please let me know what was your experience in the comments below. Hopefully it was as great as mine. They're really affordable. They have beautiful curly hair textures, and they do have some coupons if I'm not mistaken. Like when you go on there, I think they have a couple of coupons for certain amounts of money off. So just go ahead and check them out, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back and watching another video / tutorial / review / whatever I'll be doing on this channel. Go ahead and thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. Alright guys, so I actually came back later that night and decided to style this for you. So I'm just taking my Conair 1-inch barrel. I believe this might be actually a 1/2-inch barrel. And I'm just doing some generic curls. I'm curling towards the back. It does look like I'm just curling up, but I did take horizontal pieces. Lies. I took vertical pieces, and now I'm applying the flexi rod. Make sure that the ends of your hair are tucked into the flexi rod really well. As you can see, I was kind of being lazy, I guess because it was so late, but I did not make sure that the ends were properly wrapped around, so some of my ends did kind of come out straight, but it's okay because once you fluffed all the hair out, you couldn't really tell. However, I'm just going to kind of fast forward through me doing these basic little curls and flexi rodding it. Okay, you guys, so this is the last portion of the flexi rods. If you can tell, I've used small, medium, and some large flexi rods in the back just to kind of give the curls definition and form throughout. I didn't want it to be all the same size curl, so that was really cool. I don't know if it made a difference in the end, but I think it helped when I was like pulling the curls apart. Now here I'm just taking a wide tooth comb, taking the pick side, and I'm just picking out the curls the next day. As you can see, I took the wig off my head to go to sleep. That's the benefits of not gluing / gelling it down and just using the spray, is that you can remove it the same night. Anyway, so I'm just picking this out, and it's looking really Shirley Temple-y. Now I'm just going to go ahead and brush my hair down and apply some more of the hairspray and go ahead and wait for that to semi-dry and then apply the wig again. I did add an elastic band, if you guys can see, when I took it off last night, just to help that last comb in the back have something to hold on to. Now here I am just kind of figuring out which side I want my part on, how I want my part to look, and doing something about this Shirley Temple look I got going on here. So I'm basically just combing out the curls and making them bigger, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my face, and that's basically it for me styling this hair, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Alright you guys, so this is the finished product of me doing the flexi rods and kind of finagling with it, giving me a little bit of lift in front, which I absolutely love. It's a little too much lift actually. I'm just kind of going to head out to work now. Don't worry, I will not be wearing my jacket all open like this at work. That's not how I get down, okay? Now, just in case I forgot anything beforehand, before I did this, I did end the video, but then I decided to come back on and actually style the wig for you guys. The wig is 18 inches. It is a 360 lace frontal. It is in the style natural curly, and all links and information will be below. Thank you so much, Elva Hair Wigs, for working with me on this video. I really do love this wig. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Mwah.